So let me set the scene here. The year is 1969. Through some fucking miracle, Hanna-Barbera and CBS made sweet, sweet love to one another and gave birth to Scooby Doo, Where Are You? But what made this show so great? What made this show so timeless that almost 33 years after it aired, my 4-year-old self couldn't stop watching, episode after episode, and to this day, something that came out a generation before me makes all the hairs on my nutsack stand tall as if to salute Brown Dog himself. There's something super special about this show, and I don't mean Scooby-Dum. So join me at Scooby Doo's 50th anniversary as I try to lay out 3 reasons why this is my favourite TV show of all time. Scooby Doo has always had one of the greatest casts in a kids' cartoon show ever. The chemistry between the gang is something we all stick around to see, between Fred and Velma competing to solve the mystery like loser nerds, Shaggy inadvertently saving Daphne, or Scooby being told to fucking man up by Fred without actually doing any of the baiting himself. The gang had some amazing comedic moments, cementing their relationship and keeping the viewer interested. Moreover, these friendships are not commonplace. I remember as a young whippersnapper, I was confused. How are the jock and the prom queen friends with the nerd, the stoner, and his goofy dog? That's not meant to happen. Cool man friend with cool girl, loser friend with dog. It took me to a simpler place where these guys were just best friends despite their obvious social differences, due to their love of solving mysteries together. And that made every social interaction have more weight behind it. Like when Shaggy burst Daphne's balls, it didn't just carry the comedy of the joke, but the additional humour of the loser stoner taking the piss out of the pretty popular girl, like stupid friends would. Something you don't see too often nowadays.
I'm sorry, Cheryl.
And despite their obvious social defects, it was this friendship that made sure they would unmask the villain every episode. And you may think, you motherfucker, this shit is so damn obvious, I'm clicking off this video right now, see ya, bye bye, but wait. Because in Scooby Doo, Where Are You?, the amount they actually delve into these interactions is very little. See, in early sitcoms, character development was not a major focus, so not much is offered in the first season to explain who these characters are, beyond the fact that they are high school students dressed as crack addicts. Fred usually splits off with Daphne to go bang on the bed of the villain, just really cuck him until he takes off his mask and goes home. Shaggy left with Scooby to eat some food and get chased, leaving Velma to pick up the fucking pieces. However, you still somehow get a sense of friendship and camaraderie, and this is the interesting point. As a young kid, you really wanted to believe that they were better friends than was being shown. This group of unlikely buddies on a summer trip after school finishes were there solving mysteries, not because of happenstance, but because they wanted to be. And of course, the show's writers eventually understood that this is what really people wanted, leading to greater interactions and character development in later episodes. But I don't think this was their plan initially. That's the real beauty of the show, that the concept of the friendship was so good, the audience actually made the show lean more in that direction. It had such a unique group of characters and storyline that you can't help wanting to root for them and see them develop into even better friends. And of course you stick around for them to solve the goddamn mysteries. The Black Knight, Captain Cutler, Creeper, the Gaggling Green Ghost, the Headless Spectre, need I say any more? These are all iconic monsters from the original series and they are fucking amazing. From their character designs to their individual characteristics, the monsters in the original series are really well crafted. Not only are they creepy as shit, they scared the shit out of my pants when I was 4 years old, but they are enjoyable as well. From the Creeper's walk to Zento's silent intimidation to the chain rattle of the Gaggling Green Ghost, you take one look at them and you can tell instantly. Pedophile, washed up serial mascot, Harvey Weinstein's god, old bitch, and some shit from Janimba's arsehole. Seriously though, they all felt as though they had personality behind them. And the Monster of the Week formula works really well in this regard because it means no monster is ever overused. You feel interested by their individual character traits and then boom, we're on to another interesting costume next week with an equally uniquely stupid persona. It's fucking perfect, and the goofy nature of the monsters keep you in the nice fucking sunshine and daisies world of Scooby-Doo where no serious harm is ever done to the characters no matter how scary the villain, making the kids aspect of the show really shine through. Yet we always learn the true villains are the people under the masks. This is what I love about the show. The writers could easily have made it like, oh, here's a werewolf this week, and look, it's another fucker under the mask trying to rob a house for the 5th week in a row. What a wacky show, right, kid? But no, instead we had genuine mysteries, from dog napping to win a dog show, to insurance fraud, to attempting to conceal smuggling operations. You genuinely didn't know what the story would be next week, making it so much more entertaining. And the more heinous the villain, the more gratifying when 4 high school kids and a dog managed to foil the plot by just running around like goddamn Mo Farah and setting up a fucking insane trap that went tits up anyway. Not many TV shows, let alone a cartoon, have ever managed to capture that same feeling of pure fun for me. And what helped it capture that feeling was the animation and physical comedy involved. The art of the Scooby Doo chase scene is one of the finest wonders of our time. It showcases exactly what I want to highlight. The lack of limitations due to the show being animated leads to some of the best physical comedy in kids' cartoons. Like, look at this shit, whether it's fucking flying using some makeshift wings, jumping through buildings in the Mystery Machine, or using a haystack as a makeshift ballsack to hide 5 people, these chase scenes were phenomenal. And so much goddamn fun, you can't help but smile like a fool when you see it, even if it's the 100th shitting time. Side note, Austin Roberts also gets the credit for this with his amazing songs. It's no exaggeration to say the gang, but especially Shaggy and Scooby were my superheroes growing up. The fact that they had no real world physics holding them back led to some ridiculous chase scenes with some superhuman elements to them that were awe-inspiring to watch. I genuinely felt I was watching superheroes, but instead of the same old trope of big, strong, courageous man saves people,
women are stupid and I don't respect them.
The fuck you say to me, you little shit?
Oh, I can't believe it. I just cannot believe it. He got her.
these guys were relatable cowards, scared as shit but still able to pull off crazy stunts and toy around with these fucking scary dudes like it ain't no thing. Taunting them with their crazy antics like it was second nature, even though they were scared, was so ballsy. It was glorified stupidity at its finest. The perfect thing to get a kid to face his fears with a goddamn smile on his face. And the traps concocted also had the same effect. Wacky ideas coming to fruition with no worry of getting hurt or hurting others was so entertaining to witness. It was the kind of crazy things I wished I could build when I was a kid, but could never do. Watching this show is like seeing the dreams you had of unlikely friendship and bonds, mysteries and monsters, overcoming your fears with a smile and being fucking invulnerable, coming to life on screen, with all the jokes, humor and laughter punctuating the entire thing. Those feelings I brought up as a kid are brought up every single time I watch an episode. It's the formula that makes Scooby Doo Where Are You one of the best cartoons ever, and certainly my favourite of all time. Forever a timeless classic. Thanks so much for watching this week, guys. I'm going to be back next week with another show, 3 Reasons Why. I haven't quite decided which one yet, but join us for that. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all the rest of it. And yeah, you've been watching the Plaster Saints.